Hello everyone and welcome to our presentation on the topic real estate solution analysis. So we are from Timefly Industries Private Limited and we are here to present our presentation in front of you. Today I Aditya Verma as a team lead is here with my team to present my presentation in front of you. So we have three members in our team. So including me as a team leader, we have Ashwin Narayan, who's the data analyst. We have Malik Patel, who's a software developer in our team. So as you can see, these are the three members in our team. So let's talk about the agenda. So first we start with the introduction where we'll be going to cover up the background and the purpose of the project. Then after that we have the project objectives which involves research problem in and out scope and the outcomes of the project. Then after that we have business process visualization which is the client working business model. Then we have the data analysis plan, which includes the execution process, tools involved, techniques involved, and then we have the process visualization process involved in the project. Then we have the data management plan and ethics, ethical consideration, and data and information management are the points which we'll be going to cover in this. Then we have the implementation plan, which includes timelines and responsibilities, whereas the budgets, and then after that we have the references from where we have taken the references for this project and to complete this project. So let's start with the background. So let me tell you a little bit about Fortune Properties Private Limited. So Fortune Properties Private Limited is a dynamic and forward-thinking real estate development company dedicated to transform the landscape of the real estate industry with a rich history and commitment to excellence. Fortune Property has established itself as a trusted name synonymous with innovation, quality, and customer satisfaction. Whereas we have some purpose of this project also, which which includes the conduct of machine learning algorithm, which has been used for grouping the neighborhood based on the respective factors. This in turn will optimize Fortune Properties Private Limited decision making. The results are visualized using the proper visualization tool to maintain things properly and in an efficient way. So after that, what's the project objective? So we have research problem with us. The analysis aims to provide Fortune Properties a solution for investing in real estate in a particular place or area. Whereas we have the in scope, whereas the out scope of this project. So let me go through the in scope. Acquire data sets from clients which are usable and make the unusable data sets to a usable one. K-means algorithm machine learning techniques must be used for identifying the ideal neighborhoods for building the houses, which in turn will save a lot of time for Fortune Properties Private Limited. Build interactive data visualization to showcase all the necessary information. So these were like 3 points which are uh, included in the in scope. Whereas for the out scope, we have building a new website for the client which will have all the statistics in the form of dashboards, analyzing data from different neighborhoods, real-time data updates, and reflection of result in dashboard. So after that, we have the outcomes for this project. So the outcomes are grouping Berry neighborhood by desirability, aiding newcomers in their settlement decision, insight into essential venues, unemployment rates, crime rates, and housing prices for each neighborhood, enhance decision making for new immigrants and for the people who are in Canada, interactive visualization for a clear understanding of the data. Top 3 recommended neighborhoods where this project can be carried out and be successful, which in turn will expand their businesses. So now we have Ashwin Narayan who will going to tell us about business process visualization.
Hello guys, I'm Ashwin Narayanan and I'm from India and I'm the data analyst for this company, Timefly Private Limited Solutions. So, so my project manager Aditya has discussed about project outcomes, what are the in scopes, out scopes, and what are the outcomes of the projects. He has done a really good job. Now, I'm gonna go further and explain about business process visualization. So this is generally what's client's working model. So from what we understand is, so the client has a department called client service department. So the client service department will take care of the purchase order for the project. So that is a starting point of the client's working business model. So then after getting the purchase order, the sales department will start the process of business development. The business development team from the sales department will take charge of the costings. Then it goes to the contract departments. So liaison officer in the contract department will actually review the contracts, whether it's feasible or no. If it's feasible, like they'll go ahead and set the date for mobilization, like starting of the project. If it's not, then they'll just simply ask client to complete all the necessary steps, and then we'll repeat the same process. So after mobilization of the date, the contract papers will go to the legal department. So the legal head reviews the contract paper, and he'll say whether it's good or whether he can legally approve it or not, or whether there is any corrections in it or not. If it's yes, then we'll go to the next step. So the planning department will now come to the play and take charge. So the planning department will, check the materials needed for the construction from the database which we have. Okay. And then if all the materials are there, then we'll go ahead and the construction team will start the project. So if it's not there, the purchase department comes to play. They will they'll purchase whatever the necessary things they want. They will set the budget and they'll do all the process. And after that, we'll start the construction. Then if the construction is okay and everything is done, then the handover team will take care of it. After finishing the construction, they will hand over the project to the client. So this is how the client's business model works. Then I'm going to talk about the data analysis plan. So one of the things which are involved in this data analysis plan is execution process. So what our execution process is, team will closely collaborate with the client to obtain their existing data. So we want to check what data clients are having, and we want to check whether it's feasible or not. Then we would clean this data and analyze this data. Yeah, that's what I said. We want to check whether it's feasible, whether we can use it for our process or not. Then we'll also obtain some open source data sets from open source government portals. So we of course will take the client's consideration. We are going to get signed from the client whether we can use the open source data or not. Then we'll use the machine learning algorithms in order to implement this clean usable data and then set the priorities. So this is where K means classification machine learning algorithm comes to play. So then after using this machine learning algorithm, we will then find the neighborhoods where the buildings can be constructed. After that, the visualization process takes place. Then interactive dashboards are built for the client. So this is how the execution process works. Then what are the tools involved in the data analysis? So there you go. That's Trello. This is a really good project management tool. Then we have Microsoft Teams, which is used to you know have team meetings and everything. Like even with the clients, we can like interact with the clients through Microsoft Teams. Then we have Oracle the RDBMS. We are using this because client's information and client's data are in this database. Then we are having Python and its libraries. So we'll be using Python, of course, and this library like NumPy, Pandas, GeoPandas. We'll be using all these libraries. Then we have Microsoft Excel. So the major cleaning process takes place on this. Then we have Jupyter Notebook, where the Python and its libraries will take place. So this serves as an important tool for that. Then what are the techniques involved? So we are going to collect the data, so that comes under data collection. And if for web scraping, we are going to use the open source data, right? So for that, we'll be using web scraping using Python, and then we'll explore the data, then do some analysis, we'll do machine learning, and we'll do the data visualization. So this is what techniques involved. Then I'll let my then it comes to the process visualization. So so mainly we have four steps. So these are generally the different processes which are involved in our project. So first, as I said, we would just take the data, we would clean it, we'll make it as a usable format. Then in the data exploration, we'll do some initial visualizations and descriptive statistics. Will be using Python library called GeoPy, and for this GeoPy, NumPy, Pandas for this. So, and then we'll be doing machine learning algorithms. We'll be using k-means algorithms. So this is generally the algorithm which groups the neighborhood based on its proximity to essential venues and primary and secondary benchmarks. Then we'll be giving the results in the terms of visualization dashboards. So we'll be using Power BI for that. So after process visualization, we have ethics and data management. So in this slide, we are first considering ethical consideration. So we follow confidentiality. So that's why we sign NDA with our clients. So the data which they enclose to us, it doesn't go away from us. We'll just keep it within ourselves. And then we made sure we observed all the ethical practices demonstrating respect, honesty, and dignity. And for validating data, the data is validated from basis of our observation, conclusion, recommendation, and decision making. And we were being so transparent to the client. So we thoroughly explained, and our document of our analysis in the detail for the client. So we'll be transparent in all our activities. That's what we're trying to say. And based on the quality, we'll recheck our research for quality, accuracy, and completeness and integrity before presenting to maintain the validity and credibility of the result. And for the accountability, we will be forthright and accountable if we make any mistakes. So that's one of our best qualities. Then data and information management. So we acknowledge that the data is an asset to an organization. The consequences and repercussion of unethical conduct when dealing with the organization data can be significant and affect other organizations' reputation. And we also give assurance that all the information is provided is in our trust, and it will remain private and protected from other sources. Then the original data and the other information which are interested to us, we will make sure that it will remain between us, and like which are stored in the particular location, and we'll make sure that location is safe, secure, and will remain unaltered. Then discussing about data analysis and observation will only be among the client authorized collaboration of our course instructors. I would like my software developer Maulik to take the stage and explain implementation process.
Hello everyone. Today I would like to discuss upon the implementation plan for the Fortune Properties Private Limited, and we'll be discussing on three things: timeline, roles and responsibilities of the individuals involved in the analysis, and the budget. Thank you. Yeah, so moving with the timeline of the project, uh, we have different phases of the project. Some of them are design phase, testing phase, release phase, development phase, requirement phase, client presentation phase, handing off deliverables phase, and then at the last it has project closing phase. So far we have been able to complete the acceptance of project charter, then requirements phase, and now we'll be moving forward with the design phase, and so forth. Will be after the design phase, we'll move on to development phase on February 10th, then to testing phase on 16th of March, then to release phase on April of 1st, and then we'll be presenting it to the clients on April 18th, and on the 2nd of May, we'll be handing over the deliverables, whatever we have done so far, and then we'll be closing the project on 24th of May 2024. Now moving on to the next topic, roles and responsibilities. So there will be three individuals involved in the project, and those are a data analyst, software developer, and a project team lead. So Ashwin Narayanan is working as a data analyst, and the responsibilities for him will be data cleaning, data analysis, and data visualization. Maulik Patel, myself, is working as a software developer, and my responsibilities would be software design, coding, machine learning, and the project. And Aditya Verma is working as a project team lead. His responsibilities are project planning, communication, time management. The third topic would be the budget, and here are the expenses of the project that are mentioned. So software hosting yearly would cost around 200. Coding languages and other tools would be open source, so no charge for that. Marketing and advertising costs, product development expense, customer support expense, product maintenance expense, and the salaries for the team. So that's all for today. Thank you. So this is the reference used for the project. Thank you.